Attention passionate New York Giants fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on New York Giants' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true New York Giants fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and New York Giants fans. Let's get to the news. Now folks, if you've been following the Giants this season, you know that every move they make is scrutinized, analyzed, and debated. And this latest development, well, it's one that could have serious implications for their upcoming games, especially in a division as competitive as the NFC East. It all started with the Giants making a strategic move to bolster their special teams and add some extra firepower in the return game by signing Xavier Gipson, a player who, despite going undrafted, has already made a splash in the NFL with his explosive plays and game-changing ability. This signing, announced on September 11th, caught many fans and analysts off guard, mainly because it signals a shift in how the Giants are approaching their roster and game strategy early in the season. You see, the Giants have been facing some injury concerns, particularly with Wan'Dale Robinson, one of their most dynamic wide receivers and a key piece in their return game. Robinson suffered an ankle injury during a kickoff, and while the full extent of his problem isn't known yet, the Giants didn't waste any time in adding depth and speed to the roster. Xavier Gipson, who previously played for the New York Jets, is known for his explosive punt returns and kick returns, and he certainly has a knack for making game-changing plays. His performance in Week 1, especially that incredible 66-yard punt return for a touchdown in overtime against Buffalo, really put him on the map as a serious threat in the return game. That play wasn't just a flash in the pan. Gipson has demonstrated throughout his college and professional career that he has the ability to break open games with his speed and vision. Now, let's talk a little about the context here. The Giants are aware of Wan'Dale Robinson's injury history and are being cautious about putting too much pressure on him, especially given how vital he is for their offense and special teams. Robinson, a second-round pick from the 2022 draft, has shown flashes of brilliance, but durability has been a concern. Last week, in the game against Washington, Robinson caught 6 passes for 55 yards, showing that he remains a key target for quarterback Daniel Jones and that he can still be a spark in the passing game. However, with the NFL season being so grueling and injuries commonplace, the Giants want to ensure they have contingencies, especially in the return game, which can be a real game changer if handled correctly. Gipson's addition is more than just a depth move. It signals a strategic shift. The Giants are investing in explosive playmakers who can flip the field and provide that extra edge in critical moments. The fact that they're adding a player with Gipson's ability to create chaos on special teams means they are serious about maximizing every opportunity to score and gain yardage, even if it means risking a fumble or a mistake. Gipson's history of making big plays, combined with his impressive averages, 8.9 yards per punt return and 26 yards per kick return, make him a real threat to rival teams' coverage units. But of course, there's a catch. Gipson has also struggled with ball security at times, having fumbled in a key moment when the Jets lost to the Steelers. So, the Giants are taking a calculated gamble here, balancing the potential explosive plays against the risk of turnovers. This move also puts pressure on Gunnar Olszewski, who's been the primary returner for the Giants so far. With Gipson in the fold, and with Robinson perhaps less likely to return kicks early on, the Giants are creating a competition that could lead to some interesting decisions in the coming weeks. Olszewski, a veteran with solid return stats, will have to prove he can hold off the rookie. It's a fascinating dynamic because we know how much the Giants value special teams, especially in close games. Having a player like Gipson, who can turn a nothing play into a game-winning moment, is exactly what head coach Brian Daboll and the staff are looking for. It's all about adding that extra dimension to their game, which can often be the difference between winning and losing in tight NFC East matchups. And speaking of the NFC East, this division is notorious for its physicality, its unpredictability, and its fierce rivalries. The Giants, coming off a strong season last year, are trying to build on that momentum, but they need all hands on deck, especially when it comes to special teams and explosive plays. The addition of Gibson might just give them that extra spark they need to push further into the postseason. Remember, last season, the Giants were a team that relied heavily on their defense and their ability to win close games. But as we all know, football is a game of inches and moments, and a big return or a turnover can swing the entire game in your favor. Gibson has shown he can be that difference maker, and his familiarity with the New York scene, having played briefly for the Jets, adds a layer of comfort and understanding of the city's football culture. Now, let's delve a little deeper into what this means for the team's overall strategy. The Giants have a talented, versatile offense led by Daniel Jones, who has been showing signs of growth and consistency. Jones' ability to extend plays and make accurate throws has always been a key for the Giants' success, but he's also relied heavily on the offensive line to give him time and space. Meanwhile, the defense, which was a strength last year, continues to be formidable, with players like Dexter Lawrence and Kayvon Thibodeaux leading the charge. But what's been somewhat underrated is the importance of special teams, those hidden yards and those game-changing plays that often decide the outcome. The Giants are clearly emphasizing that aspect of the game this season, and Gibson's signing underscores that focus. Now, it's also worth noting that the Giants are still in the early stages of their season, and these roster moves often reflect a team that's trying to find its identity on the fly. The fact that they're adding a player with Gibson's explosiveness right now suggests that they're confident in their ability to adapt and that they're willing to take risks for the possibility of big rewards. It's a smart approach, especially in a division where every game counts and margins are razor-thin. The NFC East, with teams like the Eagles, Cowboys, and Commanders, is always a grind, and having that extra playmaker on special teams could be the difference in clinching a playoff spot or missing out altogether. Looking ahead, the Giants will likely monitor Robinson's recovery closely. If he can return soon, it might change the dynamic again, giving them even more options. But for now, Gibson provides a much-needed boost, someone who can step in immediately and make an impact. His history of making big plays, his speed, and his ability to change the course of a game make him a valuable addition, especially at a time when the team needs to keep their momentum going. The coaching staff is clearly making strategic decisions to maximize their explosive potential while managing injury risks. This move also sends a message across the league. The Giants are serious about competing and willing to innovate to gain that edge. So, Giants fans, keep your eyes on Gibson in the upcoming games. Watch how he's utilized, whether he gets that immediate role on returns or if he's used more as a situational weapon. The season is just getting started, and this move might be one of those little secrets that turns into a huge advantage down the line. Whether it's a game-winning return or a critical yardage boost, Xavier Gibson is a name to remember for Giants fans. And let's not forget, the NFC East is always a roller coaster, but with players like Gibson stepping up, the Giants are showing that they're ready to fight for every inch, every yard, and every victory. And now, New York Giants fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this move? Do you think Gibson can become a key piece for the team this season? Are you excited about the potential of this new addition helping them push further in the playoffs? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Giants. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates and insights, so stay tuned for all the latest New York Giants news. We're in this together, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for Big Blue. Thanks for watching, and as always, let's go Giants!